Hi, I'm Mrs. Bjork, and I wanted to meet with you briefly just to give you an update on where your students are at in the Drawing One course that I teach. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we're going to just take a quick look at Canvas and talk a little bit about where students are at. All right, so this is the Canvas homepage. Hopefully this looks familiar to you, then you've been there before. You will always find 1 week worth of lessons on this homepage. At the top, I usually put the link to the past week's assignments. So if I click on this, it should take us back. So here's the past weeks. You can see I've got the skeleton of the next couple weeks there, but we're not quite in there yet. So you can see what we've been doing in the past. In this class, we have completed just shy of 3 units so far. Our first unit was about setting goals and learning about the element of line. Our second unit was about mark making and learning how to build up layers of value through mark making. And students did a lot of visual journal explorations. The visual journal is the sketchbook that they use. We use what we call visual journaling techniques, and actually down here at the bottom there's a whole page about visual journals, and it explains how they're the same but also different than a sketchbook. So you could ask your student to explain that to you, or you could browse by this page. But anyway, these are some examples of some student visual journals, and you can see they're very rich, colorful. I tell students to kind of think of their visual journal as almost like a scrapbook of their creative learning. So that's what we use to learn. We do our research in there. We experiment with the different media that we're learning about in Drawing One. In that book, we do our sketches for planning. We do some writing sometimes in there. So there's a lot that goes into the visual journal. So as you can see, the week of October 5th through the 9th, we're just getting going with our self-portrait unit. Students are learning about how to draw a realistic self-portrait. They're going to be meeting with me one-on-one to share their ideas of how they will do the assignment. And then pretty much the rest of the week, we jump in and get going. And they're going to be working from live observation of themselves. I also told them to take pictures of their face without their mask so that they, when they're ready to draw their mouth and their nose, that they can see their mouth and nose in the pose that they chose. So that's about it for Drawing One. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'm happy to answer those questions. My email is right here on the homepage. We also have a visual art website, which there's a link to here, and it's a great place to find out just general information about the art department. A lot of times we, I guess that's not up right now, sorry. A lot of times we post information about the visual art department there. So you might, if a student has work in a show or something like that, that is where you'd find the info on it. So I hope this was helpful. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to talk to me via email. Also, if your student is behind or missing work, you will have by this week received an individual email from me explaining what is missing and what needs to be done to get that work turned in. So please let me know again if you have any questions. Thanks so much for listening and for watching my video.